Raunchy Power Hour, a book club for discussing romance from the erotic to the erroneous. As always, this is an explicit podcast and contains strong language, adult themes, and sexual content. If you are sensitive to these things, we urge you calmly but sincerely to turn off your radio now. Welcome to Tipsy Fanfic Night. Today, we are reading Trapped in a Island with Josh Hutcherson and Still Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson by an unknown author. I'm your producer, Ashlyn, and I am drinking a soda because I have an exam tomorrow morning.
And I'm Sydney, one of your hosts, and I'm currently drinking a Bottom Mini Sauvignon Blanc, just because I want to, and I don't have an exam tomorrow.
And I am the other talky woman, and I will be drinking the very non-alcoholic and very long title, Franny's Pink Pomelo Paloma, with vitamins, antioxidants, energy, and zero sugar. Sparkling love.
Where do you find sparkling love?
Deep within the confines of Josh Hutcherson's heart.
Now get ready to get raunchy.
Sydney, I have a question to ask you.
I may have an answer.
If you were to be stuck on an island with one celebrity, who would you pick and why?
See, I feel like the correct answer for this would be the title character that we are about to read this fanfic, but I think I am actually going to go with Chris Evans, because he is America's ass.
I think that's the only correct answer, actually. I was going to try to combat that with my own, but then I was like, you know what? Too tempting.
I mean, I may be stuck on an island, but hey, I got a sight to see.
Listen, who needs to forage for coconut water when you can just stick a straw in America? Anyway, welcome to our some tipsy, some sober reading of Trapped in an Island. Don't be mistaken. It's Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson. I believe our producer will be assigning us parts, or as this author chose to do, switching POVs to be reading through. So, producer Ashlyn, have you made your choice?
Who wants to be first?
I don't personally care. I think it'll be fun either way.
Sydney, you will be playing the role of Kate.
Ooh.
And I'm doing this live. I have a little spinner wheel. Lauren, you're going to be Josh.
How delightful. It's a role I was born to play.
I love this for you. Sydney, you will be Layla.
Oh, yay.
Which means, Lauren, you will be Caitlin.
Amazing.
So, Sydney, you are Kate and Layla. Lauren, you are Josh and Caitlin.
All right. Well, then I guess we will begin our reading of Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson. Also, note to listeners, I have read this fan fiction before, but for your entertainment, Lauren has not.
I, the producer, have also read this fan fiction.
As a quick disclaimer, I'd like to point out the fact that me being the only person in this Discord call that has not read a given Hunger Games-esque fan fiction is criminal and feels weird.
It's time for that Hunger Games Renaissance, baby. Also, listeners, it's your choice to decide and your decision to decide on if my poor reading out loud capabilities is my dyslexia or the fact that I am tipsy. So have fun trying to figure that out.
Take it away,
All
Sid.
right. So, I shall. So to begin, we've got Trapped on an Island with base Josh Hutcherson. Kate's POV. Mom, Dad, this is what I want to do with my life. I've always wanted to become an actor and not some freaking doctor, I screamed at my parents. Oh, sorry, I have to scream, but I don't want to hurt everybody's ears. No, Kate, you're not going to waste your life on some acting career. Life's too short, my dad yelled. Yeah, and you'll do drugs like other actors, my mom says. Not all actors are on drugs, Mum, I said. Really? Then name one then. Josh Hutcherson, I say, as I smiled at the thought of him. Josh was my biggest celebrity crush. I'm obsessed over him. That's not the point. You're going to become a doctor no matter what you say, my dad screamed. I just ran up to my room. My room had a Josh Hutcherson pillow, a Josh lamp posters, mat, even a Josh teddy bear. Everything was just of Josh. I slammed the door shut and I laid on my bed thinking I could run away, but where would I go? How would I go there? Oh, I know, my dad's shed. He has a small boat and I could sail to Hollywood and become an actress, I thought. None of that at punctuation, by the way. I lied on my bed for 3 hours thinking, and at 3 a.m. I decided to pack my suitcase because I was going to Hollywood and I put on my purple dress. I got one last year for my 17th birthday. I'm turning 18 in 2 weeks. I picked up my suitcase and I tiptoed down the stairs, trying not to wake anyone, and opened the door. When I opened the door, a bunch of cold air hit me and I made my way to my dad's shed and dragged the boat to the water. Luckily, I live near a beach, and I thought to myself when I finally got in the water, I started puddling my boat, and then I was of.
Entering Josh Hutcherson POV. I got dressed in my $50 gray shirt and jeans. And when I went outside, my limo was waiting for her to take me to the cruise ship. It is Jennifer Lawrence's birthday today. I know Jennifer because extra space. She was in the Hunger Games with me. When the limo stopped, my limo driver opened the door for me and I went inside the cruise ship. It was huge. I put my present for Jennifer on the table with like 100 or more presents on it. And then I saw Jennifer coming my way. Josh, long times no see. I'm so glad you can make it. How are you? Jennifer said. Hey, Jen, I'm good. Yourself? I said as the boat started moving. I'm great. Well, now that you're here, she said as she started twirling her hair and giggling. Was Jennifer seriously flirting with me? Actually, wrong punctuation. Was Jennifer seriously flirting with me? Oh, happy birthday, I said as I backed away from her because she was really close to me. I mean, I like Jen, but I just like her as a friend. Oh, thanks. So how have you been lately? She said. Me, I've been good, I said. That's good. Well, I've been horrible. I got dumped twice in a row, and right now I'm looking for the right guy, she said. I wonder why Jen was telling me this. We're friends, but she never tells me something straight away. Maybe she's had a little too much to drink, like I wish I had. Jess then moved really close to me and said, wow, it's cold. Can I borrow your jumper? I guess she's British now. I didn't want to, but I didn't want to be rude, so I gave it to her. I'm still cold, she said as she put her head on my shoulder, and I got a little Sorry, my brain short-circuited. The author says, quote, I got a little uncomfortable. So I jumped up and said, I don't mean to be rude, but I just need some air, before she could replete. I ran outside and closed my eyes. It was so windy and loud, I could hear the waves. Then I opened my eyes and gasped. A huge wave came towards the boat and I fell.
Kate's POV. I've been on this boat all day since 3 a.m. It was now 10 at night and I was really tired. It started pouring great and the wind was so loud and the waves started to get bigger. I started to panic. I didn't know what to do. I thought maybe I should go back home, but I'll be in Hollywood in 3 hours. But the huge wave came and I let out a scream before I fell. Ah! Kaboosh.
Perfect voice acting. Thank you, Sydney. Josh's POV. I heard a girl scream and I started swimming to where the sound came from. It was hard to swim with all the huge waves and the water was freezing, but I've done private swimming lessons since I was 3 and I still do them now every Sunday. Period. I swam till I saw a small wooden boat. It was upside down, so I swam underwater and I saw a girl. I lifted her up in my arms and continued to swim. I saw a island around 50 meters from here, so I swam to it with a girl still in my arms. Author's note, I guess. Okay, voicing the author that we know absolutely nothing about. Producer Ashlyn, would you like to read the author's notes?
Hey guys, I hope you like this so far. The picture at the side is Kate. If you have any ideas of what I should write for the next chapter, please tell me and I will dedicate the next chapter to you. So please comment by letting me know what you think and vote. I will upload soon. Bye. End of chapter.
Chapter 1.
Should we leave a comment?
Oh, by the way, we should probably also preference, we are reading this on Wattpad as well.
We are also reading this verbatim because we want to be true to this, wonderful piece of literature that I think just really carves away into the YA dystopian romance genre. It's really a pioneer of the times. And so if you hear us mispronouncing words 9 times out of 10, we're just being true to script. And you should be okay with that.
That may be true for you, Lauren, but not for me.
For the record, Amanda, wow. Kate is played by Amanda Seyfried.
Oh, yes. We should also note that if you listeners decide to go out and try and read this fanfiction, there is, in fact, a YouTube video attached at the top that gives a great trailer to this beautiful piece of art.
We will not be playing it because there is very copywritten music in the background, but I highly recommend. I watched it literally right before this recording. I'm getting kisses from Ashlyn. Thank you. And it was a hoot, as the oldies say.
So, Lauren, this being your first completed chapter of Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson, what do you think so far?
I kind of feel like I was just spoon-fed a lot of information with very little punctuation, but I'm okay with it. It's kind of a fever dream, and I think that's kind of the vibe that we're going for, especially when we consider the fact that both Josh Hutcherson and Kate fell on/into the water instead of being, dragged under as one does when they drown. And I think that really just
true.
accentuates the whole experience. What about you?
This being not my first rodeo with this fic, I can say what I find so interesting, and for some reason this point is getting stuck in my head. Why is there a boat in the shed? And how does she know she's going to be in Hollywood in 3 hours? Also, why is she British if she's living in America?
Better question. Why is Jennifer Lawrence sometimes called Jess and also British? She uses the word jumper, and I'm like 100% certain that's not typical for American versions of English. So a little confused.
I mean, I guess we really call it a cardigan and stuff like that. Because I would say, so because I lived in Australia for a tiny bit, they would call those jumpers, like sweaters or jumpers.
So what you're telling me is that as revenge for our last recording of The Mister, I should be reading all Jennifer Lawrence parts in a British accent.
Of course.
Okay. Duly noted.
Ashlyn's shaking her head at us.
So for continuity's sake, I want to point out when Kate runs away, it's 2 weeks until her birthday.
Mm-hmm.
She has been paddling this boat for 17 hours. That is all. You'll find out why that's important.
Is she buff now? That is insane.
Yeah. Also, does she only bring her purple dress with her?
She's stinking it up in the little purple dress.
This is her speak now era.
Oh my God.
All right. Moving on to chapter 2. Oh, we've got Josh's POV.
With a whopping 2 sentences, but I got you covered.
Thank you.
Entering Josh's POV. I got to the island and put her on the sand, and she had beautiful long blonde hair, and her face was really pale. She was so cold. I leaned in closer to her and did mouth to mouth.
Oh, I hated that. Oh, I hated that so much.
I'm just trying to give the most realistic Josh Hutcherson experience for the listener.
You think that's Josh Hutcherson?
I wish.
Okay, anyway, we go into Kate's POV. I gasped as I opened my eyes to see Josh Hutcherson looking down at me. Ah! I screamed as I got up to run, but I fell down. Josh came up and lifted me up and sat me down on a log. Are you okay? You broke your leg, he said. Why the hell am I on an island with Josh Hutcherson and a broken leg? Am I dreaming? Sorry, there's no question mark. Am I dreaming? I'm afraid you're not. You fell out of your boat, and I did hear it too. And I did too. I heard you scream, so I brought you here, Josh said. I couldn't help it, so I started crying. Josh pulled me into a hug. It's going to be okay. We're going to get out of here, Josh whispered. Oh, sorry, let me do that again. It's going to be okay. We're going to get out of here, Josh whispered in my ear. Then he got up. Where are you going? I asked? It's okay. I'll be back. I'm going to go get some food and look for some help. Josh, please don't leave me here. There may be snakes. What if you don't come back? I say worried. I'll be back. I promised before I could respond. Josh walked off.
Re-enter Josh POV. I called for help, but nobody could hear me. This island looks totally empty and not a single person is in this island. I continued to walk. The island was huge. What if I get lost? I found a tree with fruit in it and I climbed up it. I picked up the fruit and climbed back down. Then I looked around. What way did I came? Oh crap, I'm lost, I said to myself. Entering author's note.
Hey guys, I know this chapter is short, but it's 2:35 in the morning and I need to read a story and then go to bed. So comment and vote. Bye.
Short and sweet.
Yeah, if we don't comment before the end of this reading, I need to say something to this person.
Oh, I'm currently looking at them as we go.
Oh, the comments?
Yeah, you can read the comments. They're right there.
The most recent one is from 3 days ago. Wait. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yep. I love it. Okay. Lauren, what'd you think of this short but sweet chapter?
I love that we're already jumping into basically what is an indirect kissing scene, because sometimes, in slow burn fan fictions, the chef's kiss, what is to my liking, usually we save the mouth to mouth CPR unconscious kiss for at least 5 chapters in. But you know what? I appreciate an author that knows what the girlies want. And she gave it to me served hot.
For the record, this fanfic was last updated in 2012, as is the next one we're going to read.
So this is peak Hunger Games era.
A relic of the times.
Mm-hmm. Back when infinity scarves and mustaches were very popular.
Denise, I must ask you a question.
Okay, go ahead.
What did you think of this chapter?
All I can say is I probably couldn't write as good as a fan fiction as this when I was back in 2012. So it is very reminiscent and bringing me back to the time of peak Hunger Games era. I don't know about everybody else, but I went to opening night for all 3 of those movies. I loved the Hunger Games books.
Team Gale or Team PETA?
I'm with Bread Boy all the way.
Team Finnick every day.
So true. So approved.
So true. So true.
Shall we move on to chapter 3? Because I would love to talk about this chapter header image that listeners love you to death. Chuckle sandwich reference. There is a photo bucket, like copyright watermarked image at the top of this fan fiction, chapter 3, which I suppose is this deserted island that Josh and Kate are on, but it looks like a tropical paradise, except it says photo bucket, host, store, and share over it.
Fan fiction doesn't. You know what? Traditionally, fan fiction doesn't pay. So
don't I know it? Anyway, during Josh's POV.
Ooh.
Help. I yelled, but she couldn't hear me. Even if she could hear me, she wouldn't be able to help me because she has a broken leg. I continued walking, but I couldn't find my way back.
Entering now, Kate's POV. Half an hour passed, and Josh still wasn't back, and I was really worried. Josh! I yelled. Josh, where are you? I tried to get up, but I tripped over a log. Ah! I screamed. My leg hurt so much that I passed out.
Entering Josh's POV, I heard her scream. Wait.
When did Josh Hutcherson become Southern?
Wait, didn't just a paragraph ago he just said that he screamed thinking that Kate could not hear him, but yet she screams and he immediately hears her? Okay.
She just has a really high-pitched scream that only dogs can hear, and apparently Josh Hutcherson.
Oh my God. Woof. I heard her scream.
At risk of dating this, Josh Hutcherson got that dog in him.
Oh, woof.
I heard her scream, so I ran as fast as I can to where the scream came from. Then I saw her lying on the ground. Her leg was bleeding. If only I stayed with her, this wouldn't have happened. I laid her down, and I felt her forehead. She was burning up, and she was sweating like crazy. I took my shirt off and wet it. Then I put it to her forehead.
Going back to Kate's POV, I woke up and saw a shirtless Josh sitting next to me. Hey, you're awake, he said. Oh, Josh, I thought you were gone and you were never coming back, I said as I cried. Shh, it's okay. I'm here now, Josh says as he put a strand of my hair behind my ear. What's your name? He said. Kate. Gonna be okay, Kate. We're gonna get out of here, he said. Josh, my leg hurts and I feel sick. Josh looked at my leg and said, I'll be back. There's a leaf that's big enough to wrap around your leg. It might be able to stop the bleeding, Josh said as he got up, and I grabbed his hand and said, Josh, wait, please don't go. He leaned down and kissed me on the forehead, and he said, It's okay. I'll be back. I promise. Also, I know her leg's broken, but is like the bone poking out or something? Why is she bleeding from a broken leg?
Just learned each other's names. Well, he just learned her name, but and then they're macking on the forehead while her leg is actively bleeding / broken.
You know what? Didn't you know that Josh Hutcherson actually did tactical training before he went to Hunger Games? So this is 100% factual.
This is the tactical training.
This is the tactical training he took. Also, this is all the training he did when he painted himself to look so much like a log.
My God.
Do y'all remember that scene from the movie?
Oh, yes. Because Annie Baker's boy has the Picasso-level talent to camouflage himself as a piece of foliage.
Oh my God, PETA was ahead of his time before the "is it cake" memes.
Speaking of cake, Josh's POV. I felt really bad for leaving Kate there, even though I literally just said I won't leave. Anyway, but I needed to stop the bleeding. I found the tree where Leaf was one, and I went back and found Kate sitting on the log. Hey, I'm back, I said as I kneeled down in front of her. Hey, she said. Okay, this is going to hurt a bit, I said. What? No, she said as she started panicking. It's okay, Kate. It will only hurt a little bit, okay? I said as I grabbed hold of her hand. Straight when the leaf touched her skin, she flinched and squeezed my hand. Okay, I'm done. See, that wasn't so hard, was it? She shook her head. Well, it's late. You should get some sleep. It'll make you feel better, I said. Because the log was too small to sleep on. I lifted her up in my arms because she couldn't walk, and I laid her down on the sand. Good night, Kate. Night, Josh. I went to bed half an hour later, but I woke up to the sound of crying. Kate, are you okay? I said as I sat next to her. We're never going to get out of here, she said as she cried some more. I put my arm around her and said, Kate, don't say that of course. Like the sand is rough and coarse. We will. Kate, why don't you Kate, why didn't you swim when you fell out of the boat? And why were you in a small boat alone? I can't swim. And I ran away from home, she said. Why? I asked with no question mark. B, because my parents want me to become a doctor, but I want to be an actor like you. I pulled her into a hug and she sobbed into my shoulder. I felt so bad and sorry for her. I can't believe she ran away. When your leg gets better, I'll teach you to swim. Okay, but till then, let's get some sleep, I said as W went away from her. When she stopped crying, I pulled back and we stared at each other for a moment. She looked so beautiful, and I really like her, despite the fact I only learned her name 5 seconds ago. So I leaned close to her and pressed my lips against hers. She went frozen, and then she kissed me back. Zoo pulled back and smiled at her. She returned my smile. When your leg gets better, I'll teach you to swim, okay? But till then, let's get some sleep, I said as went to sleep.
Lord, that was so sexual. I hated it.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Also, I had to look this up because I was wanting to see how old Josh Hutcherson was in the year of 2012, and he was 20 years old at the time. So him dating a 17/18-year-old would not be as creepy. I don't know why I had to bring up that point. I just wanted everyone to know.
No, I appreciate it since we are currently reading this in the year of 2023. And I think imagining a very adult Josh Hutcherson with 2 weeks out from being 18-year-old, not the vibe.
Yeah, we don't need him pulling a Leonardo DiCaprio on us.
Oof.
Nice.
What do you think of this chapter?
I think we just kind of jumped. Obviously, this is love at first sight. Obviously, they are soulmates. And we went from forehead kisses to kisses within 3 chapters. Guys, this is the fastest we've ever gotten to a first kiss.
You know, it kind of did something for me.
How? In what way?
We love a man's that'll mac on you without knowing any details about your personality. And only just know your
Hey,
name.
Lauren?
Yes.
Lauren?
Yes.
She's 17. He just kissed a minor.
Hey, Lauren.
Hey.
If that does something for you, might I recommend the book Without Merit by Colleen Hoover. Godspeed, friend.
This is the second episode we've mentioned Colleen Hoover.
I would like to update everyone that I am now 5 Colleen Hoover book books deep and it's not stopping.
And I told Ashlyn that she should read different books.
And Josh Hutcherson should kiss different women. I think we're all in that same boat, but here.
Also, again, why is her leg bleeding? Is it because she tried to run on a broken leg and then she fell over?
She did trip on a log that could have been Josh Hutcherson in disguise. So,
or it could have just been her other leg that is just dragging behind her.
That's so true.
Oh, I love this. Also, I think Kate's British, so I don't know why we keep doing a Cali accent. British listeners, I'm sorry again. I will subject you to my poor imitation of your accent for the rest of this fan fiction.
And it's only going to get worse the more boxed wine you drink. I'm so excited.
I'm already halfway through, so let's keep going.
The next chapter starts with another classic Josh POV. I woke up and found Kate asleep next to me. A couple of days had passed, and it is now Kate's birthday. All right. We're 18. Disclaimer, we've made it to 18.
But he kissed her before.
Oh, wait. When she runs away from her house, it's 2 weeks. 17 hours later, they're on the island. It has been 2 days, and now it's been 2 weeks?
Yes.
The Bermuda Triangle, you have no idea. Time works a little differently here, as we've learned from the many Disney Channel episodes, specifically Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Bermuda Triangle on the Pacific Coast.
Yes.
Or is Kate just a Time Lord or just a god in her own universe and controls time?
But not the bleeding of her leg? That's priorities. I love it.
You know what? Sometimes you just gotta fake it till you make it. Gotta fake that you aren't an omnipotent, all-knowing being because you just want to kiss Josh Hutcherson.
Well, happy birthday, Kate. So a couple of days have passed, and it is now Kate's birthday. I don't know if she remembers it, though. I went out further into the island, and I got some fruit from the trees. I also picked some flowers for Kate. I wish I could do more for her, but we're trapped in an island. There's not much I can do. I walked back to Kate, and she was still asleep. Decided to plan what we could do today, but Kate has a broken leg, so what can we do? Oh, I know she could name her favorite movie or show, and I can act. Then Kate woke up.
Kate's POV. I woke up, and Josh was smiling at me. Good morning, birthday girl, he said, smiling. God, as he looked so hot when he smiles. Birthday? What are you talking about? It's not my birthday. Oh, wait, yeah, it is. OMG, I totally forgot, I said, surprised. Yeah, well, I can't blame you. It's not like we have a calendar here. It's like when I fell out of the boat, I screamed, help. I need my calendar. I can't live anywhere without it instead of saying help, he said. I laugh at his little joke. Tee-hee. Oh, I almost forgot. Here, he said as he handed me some beautiful white roses. I don't know a deserted island that just has white roses, but glad he just found some.
What in the President Coriolanus snow is this?
Surprise, this is the origins of the capital. Josh Hutcherson is President Snow. He just went back in time.
And it developed, spoilers for the trilogy if you haven't read it, developed mouth sores.
Yes. Josh, I love these things so much, I said. As I kissed him, he handed me some food and I ate it. So I was thinking, because the leg is broken and we are stuck on some island, maybe we could put on a show for you and we could play some games and involve sitting down, he said. I had a fun day.
Author's note. Hey guys, sorry this chapter is short, but I'm posting a new chapter like 10 seconds after I post this one. I already have it written. Oh, and I made a book trailer for the story. If you guys want to watch it, you should go to chapter 1. You will find it anyway. Bye!
We haven't been reading the comments under each chapter, but can I read one?
Go ahead.
From 3 months ago, user Gay General Lucifer says, in all caps, OMG, gosh, Josh, you got me with that one. Just stop. Pushes him. Josh, OMG, you're so funny. Stabs him.
It's me. One.
The immediate next comment, also from Gay General Lucifer, is I thought it said baby girl.
They wish.
Okay. Also, another set of comments. There are 18 identical comments from OMG, no one can't, of just a bunch of heart emojis. There's literally 18 of them. If you scroll down, I just counted them all out. They're all just heart emojis, like emoji with heart eyes emojis.
Exactly the same age that Kate is now. Oh my God.
And then they commented, oh, he's so funny. Oh my God, how sweet. 1 minute, I'm clicking on their profile.
What food did he bring her? I know he said he was hunting for fruit, but like, what were you imagining in your head? I was personally imagining a Big Mac meal that he just like conjured from his like abdomen that is so hot that it cooks like a grill.
I assumed he may have, because obviously Josh Hutcherson is prepared from the tactical training he did for the Hunger Games movies. And he just had some like in his back pocket that was enough rations for a couple weeks.
He's always strapped with rations.
He's always ready. He's always got those paints ready too, to like if he needs to go hide in a bush and he's like, oh shit, gotta. I'm a bush. Anyway, next chapter.
We have a time skip.
Oh, it's a month later.
Fellow listeners, take it away, Sydney.
1 month later, Kate's POV. I woke up this morning and my leg was actually feeling better, but I didn't know if I could walk yet though. Josh! I called. I couldn't see him anywhere. Then Josh appeared, a sad look on his face. What's wrong? I said, concerned. I'll tell you later what you need to tell me, he asked. My leg is feeling better and I don't know if I can walk yet though, I said excitedly as I grinned. That's great, Josh said in a soft voice as he kissed me. Let's see if you can walk, he says as he stood next to me. What? No, what if I fall and my leg will start hurting again, I said as I panicked. It's fine. I'll be by your side the whole time, Josh said as he held me up and put a hand around my waist. Then I did it. I walked. Josh carefully put his hands away from my waist and I walked by myself. Yay! I did it! Woo! I cheered as I jumped up and down. OMG, Kate, you did it. You can walk again. Josh says as he lifted me up in his arms, swaying me in a circle, and then leaned forward to kiss me. Sorry, the forward made me think of marriage is what brings us here together today from The Princess Diaries. The kiss lasted a while until Josh pulled me back. The Princess Bride? Sorry, I honestly get The Princess Bride and The Princess Diaries mixed up.
No harm.
You can add that into the episode.
Both great movies.
I'll say add it into the episode. Come on, I'll show you around. Come on, I'll show you around the island. You should see it. It's beautiful. He walked around for around an hour. Josh was right. It was really beautiful. We went back to where the log was and sat down. Josh, what is it like to be so famous? I asked. Well, it can be nice for a while, but then you need a break once in a while because you're a star and you forget who you really are. But then I met you and I found myself again. And when I'm with you, I'm Josh, not Josh Hutcherson, Josh said as he placed a strand of my hair behind my ear. Hey, you know how you want to become an actor? How about I teach you some acting skills, Josh said. I pretended to be Katniss in the Hunger Games and Leslie in the Bridge to Terabithia. And Josh said that I was a pretty good actor. What a sad movie to pretend that you are Leslie from Bridge to Terabithia.
Did she just like lay down, play a body?
Yeah, basically. Josh, I'm hungry. We haven't eaten all day, I said when we stopped acting. All right, well, Kate, that's what I wanted to tell you before. He looked at me serious. What is it, Josh? What's wrong? I asked. Well, because we've been living on fruit and nuts for a month, there's no more food left on the island, he said, as I started crying.
Hey guys, I hope you like this story. Sorry it took me. Oh my god. Hey guys, I hope you liked this. Sorry it took me a long time to upload. I didn't know what to write this chapter about anyway, so vote and comment to let me know what you think. Oh, I made a book trailer for this. You guys should check it out.
They ran out of fruit and these nuts.
They did.
I'm not even drinking. This is just unhinged. You see what Wattpad does to me?
I am looking up. I just looked up how long does it take for a broken leg to heal. It takes 3 to 6 months.
As someone that has broken their leg, I can tell you that is a lowballing number.
Oh, can a broken leg heal in 2 weeks? From anywhere, it can range from 6 to 8 weeks, depending on how bad the break is. So what I assume is Kate probably just broke a toe. I assumed it was her whole leg.
My question is, like, I'm totally on board with the idea of her not being able to walk like decently for a month when you have like no splints or casts or anything to support you, right? But has she just not been like elevating her leg or like standing up at all for blood flow reasons? Like, is her leg just like...
She's been sitting on that log like Kermit the Frog. The frog. The frog.
And to that point, does that mean that Josh has been gathering and like hunting and like fending for survival all by himself while she just sits and like sunbathes on a log?
This is Josh's moment to be the Katniss of his own story.
He got sick of being the love interest. And so he was like, oh.
He's like, no, I want to be the main character. I want to be the main character.
He grows his hair out, puts it in a braid.
On the side.
Damn.
Decides to have has a supportive little sister that he decides to sacrifice his life for.
Dang. He's really out here losing his marbles on this island. And so am I reading this fanfic.
Oh, just wait. It gets so much better.
Oh. Joy. All right.
Oh, yeah. We're not done yet, Lauren. We've got quite a couple more chapters to go.
I'm ready. You ready to grip it and rip it?
I'm ready. Well, I mean, you're starting, so.
All right. Josh's POV. Kate started crying, and I couldn't help but get tears in my eyes, too. I hate seeing Kate like this. I pulled Kate into a hug, and she sobbed into my shirt, my $50 shirt that I've been wearing for a month. It's going to be okay.
Dress for this long? Has she been wearing the Speak Now purple dress for this long?
Musty and crusty. Ooh. Ooh. It's going to be okay. We're not going to give up, okay? I said in a soft voice as I put my fingers through Kate's soft hair. You're surrounded by salt water. What do you mean, soft hair?
It's oily.
Kate's greasy, oil slick hair. Okay, she said as she tried hard not to cry. Common, let's go look for some food. There has to be some somewhere, I said as I got up. She got up and followed me. We have been walking for hours. Wait. For hours? She just learned that she could walk again like seconds ago, and you're prepared for an hours-long sandy hike through the like jungle-esque terrain of this island? Ah, I gotta get in shape. Hey,
PETA, I about to say PETA. His name is Josh Hutcherson. He is prepared due to that tactical training he took right before he did the Hunger Games.
God.
Also, everyone, I don't know if Josh Hutcherson actually did tactical training before the Hunger Games. I'm just saying that.
So you lied to me?
I've been lied to this entire time. I'm so sorry. I don't know if Josh Hutcherson actually knows how to climb up trees and grab fruit. Or apparently cultivate. You know what? Oh my god, I just realized. They're on an Animal Crossing island. Their flower is just roses. He just happened to pick some white ones.
All of the voice lines from here on out are going to be in Babylese. Kate, are you all right? You look like you're about to faint, I said. Translated.
Oh, wait, no, this is Josh. So it should be like...
Oh, hold on. Take it away. I can't do this.
Kate's POV. What Animal Crossing characteristics do you think Josh Hutcherson would have?
I feel like he'd be kind of a dog man. So like he'd be in the Goldie department.
No. I mean like personality wise. Like, is he a snooty? Is he a lazy?
Is there a flirty type?
There's a snooty, but only girls can be snooty.
Is there
There's Jock.
I was about to say there's the sporty one. I feel like based on how he's been manhandling this island, I think he's probably the sporty type.
Okay, so Josh Hutcherson's Jock. Good to know. Kate, I think we would put her at snooty, I think.
Right.
Good to know. Good to know. Anyway, moving on to Kate's POV. I was so tired. I didn't know it was that kind of fanfic. And my feet were asking. Josh asked if I was all right, but I didn't want to say anything. Josh, I said as I panted, I'm just going to sit down under the tree, I said as I panted and started gasping for air. Before Josh could reply, I walked over to a tree. Instead of standing on the ground, my feet found air, and I was falling. Josh, help me! I screamed as I continued to fall. Kate! Josh yelled, and I could hear the panic in his voice. Oh, sorry, let me try that again. Kate! Then I hit the ground. Thank you. I have been known for my acting chops. Then I hit the ground. My back hurted, but it wasn't that bad. I looked around, and it was like a mini island on the side of the island, and there was a house. Kate, where are you? Josh yelled. I'm down here. I'm fine, I said. Then Josh jumped down. Josh, what are you doing? Are you okay? I said, worried. Yeah, I'm fine. What is this place? He asked. Part of the island, I answered. Hey, there's a house, Josh said as he walked over to the house. Josh, you can't just walk into someone's house, I said. Kate, relax. I don't think anyone lives here, he said as he opened the door and we walked inside. There was a big bed and a cupboard and a toilet and a tap. I opened the cupboard and there was food. Josh, there's food in here and a bed and a tap where we can stay in here till we get out of this island, I said cheerfully, and Josh grinned.
Hey guys, I hope you like this chapter. If you have any ideas of what I can write for the next chapter about, please comment to let me know. Also, comment and vote to let me know what you think. Anyways, bye.
Kate and Josh are definitely canonically Animal Crossing villagers, and they've just come across the villager's house.
It's the fact that they've been on an island this whole month and some change and just didn't know there was a house there. And if it's such a short fall that Josh Hutcherson can jump down and land on his like halves of steel, then it clearly wasn't that far away.
Nah, Lauren, you forget they've been walking for hours. They've been walking for a long time.
I guess. But Josh is out here acting like he scoured all of the fruits and these nuts on this island. Like he has like combed every inch of this godforsaken place and then has the audacity to be like, oh my God, look at our house.
So how did I get here?
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Weird.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I went to the next chapter. There's a rotating montage of Megan Fox.
Like Transformers Megan Fox, to put in perspective for readers. All right, Josh.
Josh's POV. We continued to explore the house. It was a nice house. Then I picture that was huge. Okay. It covered the whole wall. The picture was of this girl. I have to admit, she's got looks. I touched the painting and it fell off. Josh, look what you did, Kate said. Kate, look, there's a door, I said. I opened it and walked in. Then I walked in and saw a computer on a bed. I walked towards the computer and there was a oh my God, there was a website called Wattpad. Then there was a story called Hit by an Angel, in parentheses, a Josh Hutcherson love story, close parentheses, on it. And the cover had a picture of me in my old car on it. And it said that vampire chick wrote it. Producer Ashlyn.
I need you to know that fanfic, 1, is real, and 2, yes, does feature Josh Hutcherson hitting the female love interest with his car.
I didn't expect this to become a Christopher Nolan film, like with how meta it is.
Oh, just wait. Just keep going. Just keep reading.
Okay. Then a girl came in and she was only wearing a black bra and underwear. She just stared wide-eyed at me. She didn't even bother to cover her body up. So I looked back to make sure Kate couldn't see me staring at her. Kate was just sitting on the bench eating some chips. I made my way out of the room. Josh, what was in that room? Kate asked. Before I could answer, the girl walked out. Thank God she was wearing a dressing gown. We all just kind of stared at each other for 10 minutes. Then she broke the silence. OMG, you're Josh Hutcherson. Hi, I'm Caitlin. I heard you went missing, she said as she walked closer to me. He had beautiful black hair. She didn't even pay attention that Kate was there. Why are you living in the middle of an island? I asked her. Am I also reading Caitlin's POV? All right.
You are.
Delightful. Caitlin's POV. I had to lie to Josh because I want him to feel sorry for me. Oh, well, there was a storm and... Oh, that's Josh. Well, there was a storm and I came here to the island. Oh, this is Caitlin. Okay, hold on. Well, there was a storm and I came here to the island and I built a small house and bam, here we are. I said, the true story was I won a competition to spend 3 weeks in an island. Then how do you have food? Josh asked. I found it. Yeah, I found it all. The food. They were just lying on the sand. I lied again. Really? Josh asked, surprised. Yep. Do you want some clothes to wear? You must have been in those clothes for a long time. You smell like shit. I said. She didn't say that. Yes, please. That would be great, he said. I walked into my bathroom and I made sure I got a shirt that is a size too small and tight so I could see his muscles. I handed Josh a black shirt. He got changed and came out looking smoking hot. He kept staring at this girl. Then she said, "Hi, I'm Kate." I just stared at her like she was something I picked off of my shoe. Some clothes would be nice, she said. I went in my room and picked my grandma's disgusting huge flower dress. Josh's POV. Caitlin came out and threw Kate a huge bright pink flower dress that was meant for a fat old lady. Excuse me? I could tell already that they weren't going to get along with each other.
Hey guys, I hope you like this chapter. I'll upload the next one really soon. Some bad news. This is the last chapter, so comment and vote by. LOL, I'm so horrible to you guys. Like, I will ever do that. I'm joking. Oh, and the picture at the side is Caitlin. The pictures of Megan Fox.
Bro, what the hell?
So, Lauren,
Hmm.
what did you think of this chapter?
I think Caitlin is the romantic tension that we all needed. You know, my complaints about the Mister was that they moved too hot, too heavy, too fast. And I think much of the same about this fan fiction. But with Megan Fox in the picture, about to throw hands with Amanda Seyfried like it's Jennifer's body all over again, I'm excited.
Oh, I didn't even make that connection.
Oh, yes. This is the Jennifer's Body cast, except subbing out the male lead, Amanda Seyfried's love interest, with Josh Hutcherson, basically.
Yeah, basically.
What did you think of this chapter, Sydney?
Well, Lauren, I thought it was something else, honestly. I think it's time that I reveal something to you, Lauren.
More secrets and deception? How dare you?
I'm sorry, but this one is for content. So Caitlin in this is actually a self-insert for the author herself because she got jealous of her own character. And she wanted to flirt with Josh Hutcherson.
Are you legit right now?
I'm being 100% legit.
So Megan Fox wrote this fan fiction? Yo, dude.
Before for Machine Gun Kelly, there was Josh Hutcherson. That was her. That was Megan Fox's first love.
Oh, God.
Can you imagine Megan Fox and Josh Hutcherson together?
Listen, I couldn't imagine MGK and Megan Fox, so you know what?
You know what? They're reportedly broken up anyway, so. Reportedly, supposedly.
Wow. Maybe by the time this gets published, they'll be back together. Or maybe Josh Hutcherson will be the homewrecker we all know and love. Gasp.
Also not saying Josh Hutcherson is or is not a homewrecker, by the way.
In my fantasies, he is. Anyway.
Oh my God, Lauren. Oh my God.
Would you like to take it away for our next chapter, Sydney?
I would, but are you looking at the photo that's on the top of Wattpad, which is again just another photo bucket photo, but it's Josh Hutcherson this time, looking very early 2000s in his striped polo.
He really said Abercrombie and Fitch model, and I'm kind of here for it.
You know, that is it. He looks very much like an Abercrombie and Fitch model, except I could never go into Abercrombie and Fitch because their perfume made me have a headache. And it was so dark. Like, I couldn't do it.
I had the same experience. I guess this is why we didn't end up with Josh Hutcherson.
You know what? That might be it. I also couldn't shop at Abercrombie and Fitch, though, because I am also a plus-size lady. So they didn't make clothes for me, unfortunately.
Damn. Fuck them. We hate them.
Yeah.
Oh, no, cut that out. Cut that out.
No. We will. I have body trauma from Abercrombie and Fitch. Anyway, this is Kate's POV. Caitlin handed me a long dress that was meant for an old lady, and I gave it a weird look and then went to go and get changed. I hesitated before I went out to the room. I looked in the mirror and made a face. I looked like an old granny. So I stayed in the room for 10 minutes until Caitlin came in. Come on, get out of my room before you stink it all up, Caitlin said. Why do I have to wear this? I asked. Because it matches your personality, she said with a smirk. Grr. Caitlin makes me so angry. I know what you're trying to do, I said. Oh yeah? What's that? She said while flashing beautiful white teeth. You're trying to break me and Josh up so you can be with him, I said. Well, finally took you long enough to realize it's not as hard as I thought, she said. He loves me, you know. It's just I've never heard him say it, but I know he does. I said as I gave her my evil eye. My evil eye works with everyone. One person even called the police when I gave her my evil eye. So Kate is also a witch. I wouldn't be so sure about that, she said as she smirked again. At the moment, Josh walked in. Hey guys, what's taking you so? Then he paused and started laughing. Josh, why are you laughing at me? I yelled, and then Caitlin stood next to Josh and started laughing too. I'm sorry, Kate. It's just you look like an old clown right now, said Josh. As both of them laughing, then Caitlin pretended to fall over and she took Josh down so he was on top of her.
My man, Josh's POV. Kate said as she stormed off. Kate, I yelled as I ran after her. What do you want, Josh? Kate asked as she turned around to face me. I'm sorry I laughed at you. I know that was rude, but can you please forgive me? I begged. I'm not angry that you laughed at me. I'm angry at Caitlin. Don't you see what she's trying to do? She's trying to break us up, Kate yelled. Kate, you're just being jealous. No, she's not, I said. Are you taking her side? Kate yelled. I'm not taking anyone's side, I yelled back. Just leave me alone, Josh, she said as she turned around. Fine, I said angrily as I walked away. I don't understand how Kate can accuse Caitlin of something like that. Caitlin is a nice girl, and she helped me and Kate and gave us some clothes and food. Hey, Josh, do you want some champagne? Kate asked me. Oh, this is Caitlin, I think. Okay.
This is Caitlin. You are correct.
Okay. Listeners, the author mistakenly said Kate. This is Caitlin, so let me change my voice. Hey, Josh, do you want some champagne? Caitlin asked me. She now changed into a gorgeous blue long dress. Maybe Caitlin is trying to break me and Kate up. No, it's probably what she usually wears. Yeah, that would be great. Thanks, I said as I smirked and sat down. Caitlin poured some champagne and sat down next to me. Here you go, she said as she handed me a glass of champagne. Thanks, I said as I took it from her. Cheers, she said as we knocked our glasses together. We both took a sip. So, what's the next movie you're filming? She asked. I like how she wasn't talking about Kate because I really didn't want to. I'm not sure yet, I answered. After my third glass, I was drunk. And we both were dancing to the song Total Eclipse of the Heart. Even though it was a soft song, we were doing rock dance moves, and we kept falling over and laughing our heads off. Then when another song came on, I tried to help her up. Then it was like my body was moving on its own because I leaned forward forward and kissed her. Josh, how could you? A voice said. I looked up and saw Kate standing at the door crying. That's it. We're over. I'm not your girlfriend anymore, Kate said as she stormed off. I was too drunk to care. Let's go take a walk, she said after a while, assuming Caitlin. Okay, I said as we both skipped through the island. Care Bear style. We talked for...
Well, of course.
Absolutely. We talked for a while and laughed till it hurt. OMG, Josh, a boat. Let's swim to it, Caitlin said. So we swam to it, and I forgot about Kate because I was drunk. Then the boat took off with us in it, leaving Kate alone behind on the island.
Hey guys, I hope you like this chapter. I made this chapter longer than there others because this is the final chapter. I'm not joking this time, but there is going to be a sequel called Still Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson. and I will try to upload it soon. The sequel will be just like a new chapter, only in a different book.
Excuse me, but what the actual fuck?
Yeah, so Lauren, what did you think? That's the whole story of Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson.
Hey, so disclaimer to the real Josh Hutcherson. This is in no way a defamatory statement about the real and very alive Josh Hutcherson that exists in the world. I'm purely talking about the Josh Hutcherson within the confines of Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson. With that being said, Mans is a D-bag. How do you get so intoxicated from 3 glasses of champagne that you just stop giving a shit about the girl you spent a month plus with, like making out with on the beaches, surviving, taking on the world together with similar traumas, to run off with Megan freaking Fox?
I mean, I would run off with Megan freaking Fox.
Oh, that's true. All right.
Also, I just love... I'm going to make the assumption that this was written by an underage girl. I will make that assumption. If I'm wrong, I will fully take that. Like, this is just my assumption. But I love that a grown man got wasted on 3 glasses of champagne.
I guess in their defense, they ran out of all of the fruits and nuts on this godforsaken island. So maybe he was just like hungry or something.
Was this the Hunger Games?
I can't whistle, so do, 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 do.
This is the hungry/horny games, I guess.
Except we're leaving room for Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. But also, Lauren, what did you think about the author creating a character and then leaving her to die on the island?
I think it's very bold, and I think it's very avant-garde. You know, I think it is the symbolism of learning how to let go when something is at the peak of its potential. You know, you put all of this time and this effort into creating the best version of yourself, of this character, Kate. And sometimes you just got to say goodbye, you know? And what beautiful, what better way than to have it be with an intoxicated Josh Hutcherson and Megan Fox?
You know what? Shakespeare couldn't have done it better. Charles Dickens couldn't have done it better. This is the best way this could have gone.
This is not the tale of 2 cities, but the tale of 2 Kates.
I bet Colleen Hoover could have done it better.
No, I'm not going to say that because, again, I don't want the Colleen Hoover girlies to come after me. I'm scared of the Colleen Hoover girls.
Anyway, thank you for joining us on this wild, delirious ride.
Oh no. Lauren, we have the second one. You just need to pull up Still Trapped on an Island by Josh Hutcherson.
This happens every episode.
Yes.
I think I've been released from my shackles, and then they just bring me back down again.
And then I pull you back in, baby.
All right, hold on. Let me pull it out.
You can't escape us.
The good news is this is only 3 chapters long.
Still too long. I'm ready.
I am as well. And as we begin, I will say, this is Still Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson, sequel to Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson. Warning, if you have not read the first book, then I suggest you read Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson first. Kate's POV. I woke up this morning, my eyes were red and swollen, probably from all the crying I did last night. I look around and I was laying on a log in the middle of the island. Decided to go back to Caitlin's house. I was still angry at them both, but I was really cold and hungry. Then I got to Caitlin's house and it was empty and there was no sign of Josh and Caitlin anywhere. Then I looked at Caitlin's clock and it was only 7:30 in the morning. So I sat down on the couch and read a book, waiting for both of them to wake up. After a while, I checked the clock and it was 2 in the afternoon. I must have lost track of time, but they should be awake by now. I went to Caitlin's room and her bed was empty and it hadn't been slept in. Then I looked in all the rooms in the house and Josh and Caitlin were nowhere.
Josh's POV. I woke up this morning with a terrible headache, and I was in this room that I've never seen it before in my life. I stayed in the bed that I was in for another 10 minutes, trying to remember what happened last night. Then, after a while, it all hit me. I remembered everything that happened. I gasped as I got out of the bed. How can I be so stupid? Kate is in the island alone now. I got out of bed and I found Caitlin reading the newspaper. Oh, hey, Josh. Good. You're awake, Caitlin said. She handed me a coffee. I'm going back for Kate, I said. What? Why? She asked, surprised. She's my girlfriend, I said. But last night we kissed, she said. Caitlin, I was drunk. I do a lot of weird things when I'm drunk, I said. Well, bye, I said as I walked off, and I left Caitlin standing there with her eyes wide and her mouth right open. I went to a shop and brought her brought a boat. I didn't have any money, but people give me boats for free sometimes because I am Josh Hutcherson after all. Weird flex, but okay. I took the boat, the ocean, and I left the city I was in, and I'm on my way back to the island, back to Kate.
Hey guys, this was the sequel to Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson. I hope you liked this chapter. Sorry if it was short. It's because I'm a bit distracted by this movie called Deep Blue Sea, and it gave me some ideas for the next chapter. Anyway, so comment and vote. Bye!
So funny enough, I did look up that movie that is mentioned at the end of the author's note. And it did come out in 2011, I think it was. It's about a British Marine officer and like a lady or something. I don't know. It's meant to be a romance or something.
I'm still a little stuck on user Mole Rat's comment from 5 months ago where they say retweet if you'd give Josh Hutcherson a free boat.
I mean, I would. My other favorite one is from some insane Trekkie that says, Kate, honey, he left you with your creator. Give up.
I mean, they're right.
Yeah. And then there's also Charlie Rose 5 that says, imagine Josh Hutcherson just trying to get into his next film shoot and people keep giving him boats.
Really could have used one in the arena. Why didn't Hamish swoop in with a little sponsor of a boat?
Well, they didn't need one up until the second book.
Really could have used one then.
Really could have used one in the second one, but Hamish was like, nah, I'm going to wait. Josh needs to earn this boat.
Josh needs to work for his daily boat.
All right, chapter 2. Kate's POV. 2 days have passed and Kate and Josh are Nope, that's meant to be Caitlin. 2 days have passed and Caitlin and Josh were nowhere, and I was really scared and worried. What if they let me on the island and they were never coming back? How am I going to survive in an island all by myself?
Bro, I'm looking at a wall of text for Josh's POV. I'm so excited.
Have fun.
I'm
also
ready.
The fact, sorry, I'm reading ahead and it says I've been paddling my boat for like days. And I'm like, so Josh, do people only give you paddle boats? That's how Josh Hutcherson stays fit. He just gets a lot of paddle boats.
That's the tactical training you were talking about. I get it now.
There you go. There's the practical training coming in.
All right, gamers, let's get tactical. Josh's POV. I have been paddling in my boat for like a day's far, and I'm around 4 hours away from island. After a while, the sky starts to get dark. It must be nighttime. I continue paddling, but then something rips the paddle away from me. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just a really big fish or something. I ignored it and got my other paddle and started paddling again. A few minutes passed, and the sky was now pitch black. But I just realized that the sky isn't black because it's nighttime. The sky is black because there was a storm. The waves started to get bigger and it was pouring rain and there was thunder. I have never seen a storm this bad in my entire life. It was really hard to paddle because of the waves. Then I saw a huge wave that is like the size of a huge house. It was coming towards me. I started to panic. All of a sudden, the wave went over my boat and I fell out of the boat into the water. It's a good thing I'm a good swimmer. I land hard into the water and the waves keep dumping me back underwater. I look around for the boat and then I saw my missing paddle floating above the water, but it had a chunk missing out of it, like something bit it. If it was a fish, then it must be one hell of a fish to bite through a hard paddle. I grabbed the paddle and then I found the boat. I swam to the boat and because it was upside down, tipped it back over and hopped in. It took me a while, but I managed to steer the boat away from the storm. The next couple of hours were normal until I felt something bump the bottom of the boat. I looked up and I saw dozens of sharks surrounding my boat.
Surprise, Josh Hutcherson is now also in a Jaws reboot.
He works hard for the money.
He do. Josh Hutcherson works very, very hard. All right. Now we've got Kate's POV once again. I sat on a log crying, trying not to cry and be strong and be brave, especially for Josh. But sometimes I just can't hold it in. And because I'm all alone on the island, I can't be bothered to hold it in anymore. I wonder what Josh is doing at this very moment. He's probably making out with Caitlin or something, but at least he's happy and safe. This girl is so much more forgiving than I would be if I was left on an island because my boyfriend ran off with Megan Fox.
Yeah, at least stay for the throuple, you know?
Yeah, I know, right? Come on. The sky started to get dark and it started to pour, so I made my way back to the house. I sat on the lounge just thinking, and then all of a sudden, lightning smacked the roof and the roof fell down on top of me and I blacked out.
Hey guys, I hope you like this chapter, and I'm so sorry. I know it's been like forever since I uploaded, but I've just been bussy.
Is this the origins of bussy?
I've just been bussy and stuff, but I promise that I will upload sooner. And sorry about the punctuation mistakes. I don't have time to edit this because my sister wants the computer. It sucks having to share a computer. Anyway, so comment so I know what you think. Bye.
We're reading a piece of history.
Everyone note, this is the origins of bussy.
We have it in writing, confirmed. What is the movie at the top of chapter 3?
I love that you can't. The top of chapter 3 is Avril Lavigne. No, it's Kesha's "We Are Who We Are."
What relevance does this have to the plot line?
I think this may have just been our office favorite song. It's Caitlin's favorite song. Okay.
Shall I bring us home?
Yes.
Josh's POV. I screamed for help, but I realized it was useless because no one could hear me. There were like 12 sharks surrounding my boat. I started puddling again, trying to get as far away from the sharks as I could. And I got around 5 meters away from some of them, but then my puddle got ripped away from me again. Now, there was no way to get away from the sharks because I couldn't move my boat. The only way to get away from them is to jump out of my boat and swim, but that is quite impossible because sharks are fast and they will be able to catch up to me. Help! I yell. But at that moment, my boat was pushed underwater. I fell out of my boat.
God said no.
God said no. I fell out of my boat and I was underwater. My boat was broken. A massive shark starts swimming towards me, but I swam above the water and gasped for breath. I started swimming as fast as I could, but it was no use. A shark was like 10 centimeters behind me at that moment, bro. He's licking your toes. That shark is on your tootsies. Oh my God.
Josh Hutcherson is food.
10 centimeters behind me. At that moment, I felt like giving up and letting the shark eat me. There was no hope in surviving. But then I remembered Kate, she was probably still trapped in the island all alone. For all I know, she could be laying dead somewhere in the middle of the island. A noise of an engine of a boat interrupts my thoughts as I look up and see a speedboat. Hey, you're Josh Hutcherson, a girl with blonde hair said. Yeah, I know who I am, I said through gritted teeth because I was still trying to get away from the sharks. I'm Layla. Oh my God, they're sharks, she said, just noticing the sharks. Yeah, I noted that, I said suastly. What word is that supposed to be?
I love the fact that they're having banter as I'm imagining, is swimming in circles trying to get away from this like cartoon shark.
That's 10 centimeters from his tootsies.
Yes.
Oh, here, jump on my boat, she said as I made my way to her boat. I tried jumping on it, but it was too... I can't, I said. Do you have any rope? Yeah, why do you want to hang the shark by a rope? Because that won't work, the girl said. God, this girl was dumb. No, I need you to tie the rope to the boat and throw me the other half, I said, like it was the most obvious thing in the world. Oh, okay, wait, how do I tie a knot? I was supposed to reply, but I was dragged down underwater. I looked and it was a shark blood surrounded me, and I realized that the shark bit me.
Oh, it's my turn. Sorry. Layla's POV. I tried tying the knots, but I looked at the ocean. The ocean's so pretty. Wait, no, Josh Hutcherson is pretty. Damn, that guy is so hot. Oh, right, we're trying to save him. Oops, I forgot. I said to myself. I tried to tie the knot, but I didn't know how to, but eventually I tied it. Yeah, I tied a knot, I sang. Hey, Josh, guess what? Josh didn't reply, but then I realized he was underwater and I was meant to throw him the rope.
Is this Luann from King of the Hill?
Surprise, I am the voice actress. No, I'm lying again. apparently when I drink box wine, I lie.
What an honorable character trait.
I meant to throw the rope. I forgot. I throwed the rope, but it ended landing up on my head. Where did the rope go? I asked myself. Oh, silly me, it's on my head, I said as I laughed to myself. I throwed the rope, but this time it landed right in front of me. Wow, I never realized how hard it is to throw a rope. No wonder why I always go for sport back in primary school. I threw the rope again, and this time it landed above Josh.
Josh's POV. My eyes were starting to drop and couldn't breathe. I was losing a lot of blood. I heard a splash above me and looked to see a rope. I swam up and I holded onto the rope. Layla, pull me in. Layla was too busy daydreaming to hear me. Layla? Left! I yelled. Josh, I was just daydreaming about you. In my daydream, you were dressed as the Easter Bunny. It was really funny. But even as the Easter Bunny, you still look hot. Pull me in, I said, ignoring what she said before. Huh? What do you mean? Oh my God, just pull the rope. Why? She asked. Just do it. Okie dokie, she said as she started pulling the rope. She continued pulling the rope until I was in the boat. But when I was in the boat, she still kept pulling. Layla. Yeah, she replied. You can stop pulling the rope now. Oh, she said as she started pulling the rope. Josh, you're bleeding. Wait, I have something to stop the blood. What's it called again? You know, that white thingy that you put around your leg and it stops the bleeding? A bandage, I said. No, it's not a bandage. What's it called? Layla, it's a bandage. Oh, well, here it is, Layla said as she handed me a towel. That's a towel, Layla, I said as I sighed, and I just got the bandage myself. I haven't put it on for you, but I don't know how, she said. But straight after she said that, a shark bumped the side of the boat. Screamed Layla. Layla, move the boat, I shouted. I don't know how, she shouted back. I started driving the boat myself. After a while, we were away from the sharks, and their storm cleared up. How old are you? I asked her. 18. Wait. No, 5. No, wait. I know this. I do. Oh, yeah, 17. I rolled my eyes. How do you do that? Layla asked me. Do what? The eye rolly thing, Layla said. It's called rolling your eyes, Layla, I said with a sigh. Oh, right, I knew that. Is there anything you know how to do? I asked her.
Do you need a moment, Lauren?
I got this. Hold on. Yeah,
I just heard a snort.
Yeah, I fist in my mouth. You want to see? Oh, no, it's fine. I said. We were silent for a while until she said, I'm bored. Do you want to go to my house and make out? I need to go back to the island. I said, that's fine. We could just make out there. Layla said. After a while, we were finally back at the island.
Hey guys, I am so sorry that it took me like 2 months to upload this book. I was on hold for a couple of weeks, and then I had to write my other stories, and I had writer's block for this book, but hopefully the next chapter will be up in less than a month. Oh, and the picture at the side is Layla, who is played by Phoebe Tonkin. We'll see. For those who don't know who Phoebe Tonkin is, she was in the movie Tomorrow When the War Began, and she's in the new movie Bait that came out at the movies today. She's also in the show H2O and The Secret Circle. If you guys have any ideas of what should happen in the next chapter, please let me know. Oh, and I can't edit this chapter now, so I know there's a lot of spelling mistakes. I will edit it when I have time. Please vote and comment bye.
And then there were no other chapters.
What happens to Kate? What happened?
She's on the island.
Kate got crushed by a roof.
Oh, she died?
Kate just got Wicked Witch of the West.
I feel like I was robbed.
Here's what we can do. Both of us should make up an ending for the book. How would you end the book?
Okay, so her name's Layla in this, so I'm calling her Luann. Luann gets shoved off the boat because her incompetency with piloting this boat is so severe that Josh Hutcherson in his shark-bitten fever dream, I'm losing blood rapidly stupor, is like, get off my boat. So he floors it to the island, rams the boat up on the island, because apparently he gets a boat every day, so why would you need a boat? He gets off said boat, searches the island for multiple days looking for Kate, and finds her Wicked Witch of the West legs just like dangling out of the house. And he kicks her little footsies and he says, I'm bleeding out. Can you help me? And there's no response. And he's like, hey, Kate, are you alive? And then Kate doesn't respond. And so he spends the next like hour of blood loss, like removing all of these wood planks from this house that has fallen on Kate, only to find out that Kate was never real. That's
dun,
right.
Dun, dun.
This was a scarecrow that Josh had made to cope with the absolute loneliness and isolation of this island. And it was all a dream.
Beautiful. That's such a beautiful ending.
How would you end this, Sydney?
The next chapter opens with Josh Hutcherson and Layla on the boat about to get to the island. They arrive. They look for Kate, and Layla keeps asking why she can't make out with Josh Hutcherson. And she keeps asking why, because she keeps forgetting, because she don't understand. And then Josh and Kate have a reunion, and she instantly forgives him for abandoning her and leaving her for dead on an island. they kiss, and then Layla asks, why can't she have a kiss? And then Kate's like, yeah, why can't she have a kiss? And then they all live happily ever after as a throuple.
I like it. Layla deserves to be happy.
Layla deserves to be happy, and Caitlin gets a really nasty paper cut from that newspaper she picked up.
The end.
Someone made a fanfic of this fanfic.
There's a fanfic of a fanfic.
I mean that someone was so hurt that that we don't know what happens to Kate, that they wrote their own ending.
Oh, I love that.
I'm trying to find it.
Also, to finish up my story, it was also a dream all along.
It has to be. Josh Hutcherson is observed to go through all of it.
And you know whose dream it was the entire time?
Whose?
Jennifer Lawrence's.
Oh, shit.
Dun, dun, dun.
Damn. I like your ending better.
It's your ending better, personally.
Aww. Well, how will we ever settle on whose ending is going to be played out?
Maybe we should leave this up to the listeners?
Comment. Subscribe. Tell us which ending is your favorite.
I love that you whispered that, but you cut out so many times while you did that.
I got you. Like, comment, and subscribe, and tell us which ending was your favorite.
And tell us, what would you do if you were trapped in an island with Josh Hutcherson? But I think that's all we've got for you guys. So hopefully you guys tune in for the next episode.
Join us next episode where we will read, hopefully, part 1 of Social Distance by Junyi. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Raunchy Power Hour. Find us on Instagram and Twitter at the RPH Podcast. Send us book recs to our email, raunchypowerhour@gmail.com, or at the link in our bio on any of our socials. As always, stay raunchy.